This is Blue Gold News Now, your source for campus news, bringing you campus happenings, sports, and weather every week. Now live from Tower Studio, it's BNN with your hosts, Samantha Burnett and Marissa Day.
Good evening, I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Marissa Day.
Coming up tonight, the inaugural commencement being held at Sonatech Center.
A sneak peek of an annual holiday tradition on campus.
And your weekly recap of Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
But first, some important information about the end of the fall semester here at UWEC. With finals week fast approaching and the fall semester coming to an end, there are still a few things that students will need to do before they leave campus for winter break. Rental textbooks that students checked out for their fall classes should be returned by the last day of finals in order to avoid being charged. Along with returning the textbooks, students living in residence halls on campus will also need to prepare their living spaces before leaving for winter break. Students living in residence halls are reminded to dispose of all trash and perishable items likely to spoil over winter break, and to unplug all unnecessary electrical devices. Please remember to turn off all lights and fill out a winter break slip given to you by your resident assistant before heading home for the holidays. While the residence halls do not close officially until 6 p.m. on Saturday, December 21st, students living in the residence halls are expected to leave no later than 24 hours after their last final exam. For a full list of residence hall closing information and expectations, attend the closing wing meeting hosted by a resident assistant or look at the winter break closing information posted on your floor. Well, Sam, it's that time. I mean, finals are coming up fast. It's already next week.
Yeah, it'll be, there's a lot to do for students, with this and just preparing for exams, but it'll be a nice break for everyone once it's done.
I definitely think so. I know I'm excited to go home for the holidays.
Yes. This past Sunday, December 8th, the Pablo Center held the 50th annual UW Eau Claire Choral Department Holiday Concert. This year's concert marked 50 years of bringing together UW Eau Claire Wind Symphony, Orchestra, Concert Choir, Symphonic Choir, Women's Concert Chorus, the Singing Statesmen, and more, to perform holiday music for the campus and community of Eau Claire. The holiday concert is a fun tradition for all who take part and attend. Along with being a fun tradition, this concert also plays into the season of giving, helping UWEC students by channeling proceeds from the concert towards scholarships within the music department. If you were unable to attend the concert this past weekend and are still interested in seeing the performance, WQOW Channel 18.1 will be airing it on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
BNN will be right back after this break.
Stay tuned.
Oh, hi.
Mia, get over here. Our new ad's out.
On my way. Almost there. Hello there. That was a good ad.
Yeah, it was a really good ad.
The holiday season is the perfect time to gather together with friends and family, sharing memories and celebrating with age-old traditions.
At UW Eau Claire, students at the Haas Fine Arts Center have their own traditions to share this winter.
Here's BNN reporter Cora Lederer with more.
Holiday cheer is in the air at the Haas Fine Arts Center as performing arts students in several music ensembles prepare for a well-loved concert at the end of this week. The Haas Lobby Holiday Concert is an event put on by UWEC's Music and Theater Arts Department each year to feature various student performances for faculty and students. This year, the lobby concert will take place at 12 o'clock in the Haas Lobby on Friday, December 13th. The decades-long tradition aims to get students together to celebrate music and their favorite holiday melodies. Each year, concert goers and performers alike will gather around an enormous Christmas tree located in the center of the Haas lobby, decorated weeks prior by students with ornaments and lights. This year's concert will include performances from various student organizations, including a cappella groups, a brass quintet, jazz ensembles, choirs, and the occasional Bridgman Kazoo Band. There is no admission fee to share in the holiday cheer, and seating is available on a first-come, first-served basis. For those still wanting to see the event but unable to attend in person, a Facebook live stream will be available on the Music and Theater Arts Facebook page. I spoke with Reed Williams, a singer from Impromptu Acapella, to find what makes this concert special to him.
I perform with Impromptu Acapella, and it's just kind of a fun event, you know, for students engaged in both music and non-music groups to come and either enjoy it or perform in it. There's a bunch of different groups that perform mostly just fun songs and just kind of just a fun time right before break and fun.
Reed later explains that this is his second year attending the lobby concert, and that one of his favorite parts is the incorporation of the organ from Gantner Hall to accompany the holiday carols. For more information on the Haas Lobby Concert, visit the University of Eau Claire's Event Center and type Haas Fine Arts Lobby Concert into the search bar. For BNN, I'm Cora Lederer. Back to you, Sam and Marissa.
Thanks, Cora.
Well, the lobby concert certainly is a fun event. I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of work that goes into it, and, you know, growing up with a choir background, I always remembered performances around the holidays.
Yeah, it seems like such a fun event. I've never been to it, but it sounds like such a fun thing, you know. It's a little different than a regular concert taking place in a hall, and it sounds like such a fun opportunity for a lot of people.
Definitely something you could take advantage of this holiday season, Sam.
For sure, yeah.
Well, speaking of traditions at UW Eau Claire, students graduating this fall will be starting a tradition of their very own as the first class of Blue Golds to graduate from the Sonnentag Event Center. For the last 71 years, UW Eau Claire has hosted commencement ceremonies at Zorn Arena off of Garfield Avenue. But since the completion of the Sonnentag this summer, Zorn Arena has been retired as a commencement venue. The 104,900 square foot event center has a total seating capacity of up to 5,000 guests, being able to accommodate double the amount that its predecessor Zorn Arena once held. There will be 2 graduation ceremonies held at the Sonnentag Event Center on December 21st, one at 9 a.m. for graduates from the College of Business and the College of Health and Human Sciences, and the second ceremony at 1:30 p.m. for graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Nursing. In total, 659 graduates are set to be recognized at the inaugural commencement at the Sonnentag. Congratulations, graduates.
The Eau Claire City Council plans to vote on a proposed ordinance that will limit short-term rentals such as Airbnb here in Eau Claire. The proposed ordinance would only allow stay for a minimum of 7 days and a maximum of 180 days. Business advocates, the Chamber of Commerce, and Visit Eau Claire oppose this ordinance as they are concerned about housing costs and the impact tourism could have on it with a strict term limit. Eau Claire Executive Director Kenzie Havlicek said that this proposal would be harmful to tourism as many of the bookings the city gets are for less than 7 days. According to WQOW, Assistant City Planner Katrina Running says the duration limit is in response to resident concerns of investors buying affordable housing to convert into short-term rentals, driving housing costs up. The City Council is set to vote on the proposal on Tuesday. Well, how about that?
I mean, it's a really interesting idea. You know, I can kind of see both sides of that argument as being valid.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting how much the city is trying to do to find ways to get more affordable housing for those in need, and I think it's, you know, it's a fair argument to bring.
It's definitely admirable, but I mean,
Yes.
we've got such a great city, I can imagine why people would want to come here.
Yeah.
Well, BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
Hi, I'm Evan Claymore, and I host Sounds of the Valley at UWEC's TV10 station. If you're anything like me, you love live music. Well, on my show, I take the live music and I give it to you. I take the finest musical talent from the Chippewa Valley area and I bring it directly to your screen. So if that sounds interesting, check it out at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel at UWEC TV10.
Thank you, Sam and Marissa. Good evening. I'm Kevin Mira with your weekly weather forecast. The weather outside today was frightful today in Eau Claire with the light snow flurries, a high of only 7 degrees and a low of -1 degrees. Looking at the rest of the week, Friday will bring partially sunny weather with a high of 19. Saturday will bring some more snow and a high of 33 degrees. It will be partly cloudy on Sunday, and Monday will bring gloomy rain to welcome in finals. Tuesday will have a high of 31 and partly sunny, and then on Wednesday it'll still be partly cloudy with a high of 24. Looking beyond Eau Claire, in Chippewa Falls today, it was sunny and 7 degrees. In Menominee, also sunny with a high of 7. And in Lake City and Red Wing, 7 and sunny. Finally, in the Twin Cities, it was 7 degrees and sunny in Minneapolis and 8 degrees in Bloomington down south. That's all for this week. Have a great break and be sure to tune in next semester to see what Mother Nature has in store for us. I'm Kevin Miro. Back to you, Sam and Marissa.
Thanks, Kevin. BNN Blitz is back this week with more Blue Gold sports updates.
Over to you, David and Eli.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis with your weekly recap of Blue Gold sports action.
The Blue Gold men certainly had no shortage of success on the pitch this season, winning the first WIAC League title since its reinstatement, winning the conference tournament, additionally granting them a hosting bid in the NCAA tournament, which saw them all the way to an Elite 8 finish for the first time in program history at just 4 years old. Team trophies aside, the individuals that helped make this squad great were equally treated to a long list of accolades at several different levels. The all-conference list leads off with Carson Kowalski, Noah Melcook, Tay McDermott, Jacob Sampson, Carr Tiesfield, and Nathan Donovan all being selected to the WIAC's first team. Mark Belknap and Alex Leroy also rounded off the list at honorable mention. Simpson also netted the Sportsmanship Award, while Donovan added Quick Trip Offensive Player of the Year and Max Barger Scholar Athlete recognition. Scaling out to the Region 9 list, Donovan and Kowalski found themselves yet again on the first team, while McDermott adds to his resume with a second team selection. Head coach Casey Holm and a staff of Andrew Shirley, Dan Nettleton, J.D. Jones, and Peyton Spencer were also crowned the region's coaching staff of the year, displaying their strong developmental tactics in such short time. Donovan's historic season gave him his second career All-American mention as well, as he led the entirety of the NCAA men's soccer in goals at 26, despite suffering a season-ending injury in the conference championship game to UW-Platteville. His goal and point totals over his career wearing the E puts him at third and fourth respectively in D3 history. For complete stats on all of the players this season and their careers, visit bluegolds.com for a full tally.
The Blue Gold's men's and women's hockey teams took big victories, with the men's team shutting out the number 10th ranked Falcons of UW River Falls 3-0, and the women's team beating the Yellow Jackets of UW Superior. The men's team took the lead in the second period with a goal from sophomore Tyler Hersberg and scored twice more, with Max Dronin and Connor Schmuel each finding the back of the net to cap off the victory. The women's team won on the same day with a goal early in the first period from sophomore McKenna Sandberg and goals from Ava Bullert, Kara Berkey, and Lauren Ballinger to take the game 4-2. These wins helped cap off a successful weekend for Blue Gold's hockey. The men's team will hit the road for a game against UW Stevens Point, while the women's team continues a home stretch taking on Bethel. The Blue Gold's hockey program will look to continue this streak into the break.
The UWEC men's basketball team won a close game in overtime against Superior Yellow Jackets. The Blue Gold started well with a 12-point lead early, but Superior took a 39-35 lead leading into halftime. UW Superior stretched its lead to 8 with 10 minutes left in regulation, but an 8-0 Blue Golds run that featured 5 points from Andre Renta, the Blue Golds and the Yellow Jackets went back and forth from there. Kid Hull drained a 3 with a minute left to go to give the Blue Golds a 68-66 lead. Superior was able to hit a buzzer beater to send the game to overtime. A 5-1 run late in overtime helped make the difference for the Blue Golds. The Yellow Jackets pulled within 2 of the lead with 28 seconds left, but were forced to send the Blue Golds to the free throw line to try to extend the game. UW Eau Claire went 4 for 4 at the stripe in the final 25 seconds to ice the game away. Kid Hull finished with a team-high 18 points and 11 rebounds. It was his 5th consecutive double-double. Carter Lichtenstein gave them 17 points and dished out 5 assists. Carter Hushka had 16 points and 9 rebounds, while Renta finished with 14 points and 5 assists. UW Eau Claire hits the road to take on the University of Northwestern Minnesota on Wednesday, December 11th, Tip-off is at 7 p.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Undefeated UWEC Wrestling traveled down to Milwaukee to take on the MSOE Invitational to compete against 11 other schools on Saturday, December 7th. It was a successful trip for the Blue Golds as they took second place with 127 points. The Blue Golds had two champions in Zach Sato and Preston Carlisle. Sato, who was ranked number 2 overall in the country for D3 wrestlers, had a perfect day, winning all 4 of his matches and taking down Augsburg's Matt Randolph with a 3-1 decision in the final. In the 165-pound bracket, Carlisle won all of his 3 matches on the day and won in the finals due to his opponent being disqualified. The Blue Golds received second-place finishes from Travis Moulter, Landon Church, and Ian Pebble. The Blue Golds will look to stay hot against number 2 ranked UW La Crosse on Wednesday, December 11th in Eau Claire at the McPhee Physical Educational Center.
That's all for the World of BNN Blitz this semester. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis. Back to you, Sam and Marissa.
Hi, it's Addison from Home Screen, and to show you the power of TV10, I sawed my logo in half. And now with the magic of TV10, it will come back together. Wow, that sure is amazing. Catch Home Screen every other Wednesday afternoon at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel, UWEC TV10. I want you to be part of the magic.
Get ready for the ultimate variety experience. Handful is here to shake up your evenings with non-stop entertainment. From jaw-dropping performances to hilarious comedy sketches, Handful has something for everyone. Join us for the wild ride every week filled with laughter, surprises, and unforgettable memories. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Handful.
Thanks, David and Eli.
Tonight, we have kind of a special announcement for you all. Next semester, Marissa will be studying abroad and will not be able to continue working on our newscast. So I will be joined by a brand new co-host here on BNN.
You may recognize her because she's been a part of our team for the whole semester, but we're super excited to reintroduce Elizabeth Lindahl as the next host of Blue Gold News Now. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Hi, thank you. I'm super excited for this.
We're so happy to have you here again because you've been a part of our team for the whole semester, and it's been fun to watch you grow as a reporter and also to work with you because you're just fun to be around.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, we just have a couple of questions for you to kind of introduce you to the audience,
Yeah.
so everybody who's going to watch BNN next semester gets to know your face.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Well, what part of being on BNN made you want to pursue the show host position?
So I wanted to pursue the show host because this has actually been a dream of mine since I was a very little girl, getting to be an anchor. And so having an opportunity at my own university with, my friends and people of like-minded interests to get to do this is really exciting and a really amazing opportunity.
That's awesome. Well, we think you're going to do great.
Yes, for sure.
I know Sam's excited to work with you, and I'm bummed that I don't get to hang out and see it, but I'm excited to watch your newscast with the two of you.
Yeah. Well, the next question we have is, what is your favorite memory from this semester?
Oh my goodness, there are so many memories that I'm going to take away from this semester. But I would say probably my first one was my first newscast. It was just so fun to finally be in the studio and be in front of the camera and getting to work with you two on crafting a VOSOT that I was really proud of and actually now helps me get a job that I love. So it's just been a really fun experience.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. And I mean, those VOSOTs, like the way that they help you in the CJ department and then also in your job is amazing. That's really, really cool. And you work for WEAU, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I love it. And then our last kind of structured question before we let you kind of ask us any questions if you have any, is what is one thing that you're excited to bring to your new role next semester?
I'm just really excited to step into this role. I have really big shoes to fill, but that's okay. We'll work with it. But I'm just really excited to see how this news team will grow and see what Sam and I can come up with and, change what you guys have already started because what you have is amazing and can't wait to put my own little twist on it, but also keep it the same that you guys have done together. And
yeah, I think that's my favorite part of all the time I've spent with BNN was seeing how, every reporter we bring on, when we changed to add some sports things in, when Alex left and I got to start to work with Sam, everybody brings their own kind of spin to it, to their different roles in BNN and make it a really cool experience. We kind of work like a little family, everybody works together and TV10 as a whole does that, but BNN for sure is kind of, it functions that way. So I'm excited to see what you do in the show host role.
Thank you.
It's going to be so fun. Do you have any questions for Sam and I?
What was your guys' favorite memory from this semester?
Oh, I have such a bad memory. Do you have anything on the spot yet?
I know, I put myself on the spot. I think my favorite memory from this semester was probably, we've had some really funny, like, mishaps on set sometimes, which is probably one of my favorite parts of BNN, is just that we have such a structured broadcast, and TV10 has some really, really funny shows, you know, that are sketch comedy based, or that are, you know, with Game Show, they have a lot more, you know, lenience to be able to do some crazy, silly, funny things. But sometimes the behind the scenes stuff, the mishaps, the, you know, being able to restart and such are some of the best. Like, there's one time that Sam was talking about shoes, and we were talking about, there's this newscast, and we were doing the real news mashup for our Mega Week, which we've never been a part of Mega Week before, so it was fun to be able to do that and work with Real Talk on that. But Sam was asking about, you know, attire, and we were going to go more casual, and she goes, "Can I wear my boots?" And it's so funny. So my boots is now like an inside joke a little bit. And I have all these stories too from when Alex and I started as co-hosts, or when Katie and Ellie way back were the hosts and I was a reporter for my very first semester on campus. But a lot of great memories from BNN as a whole, and especially this semester. Our team is something special.
It really is.
Anything
Sam?
come to mind?
Yeah, I mean, obviously what you said as well, like all the fun things while we're getting ready to air. But besides that, I think it was fun to take on the leadership role, to be able to like work one-on-one with a lot of the members a part of BNN and kind of get to know them through that way and help them in ways that you and Alex helped me last semester. I think was kind of a nice experience to be able to share that knowledge, for sure.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like, you know, we've kind of wrapped up our interview, but I'm excited for you to take on this role next semester, and I'll be watching from Bilbao, Spain, as I study abroad, to see what you two do next semester. It's going to be awesome.
It is. We wish you luck too.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight.
We're going to let our team join us out here. Come on out, guys. Welcome, the rest of the BNN crew. You can join Elizabeth and Sam and the rest of the team next semester for your latest news, updates, and weather.
Make sure to check us out at UWEC TV10 on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all of our content on mytv10.uwec.edu. I'm Samantha Burnett.
And for the very last time, I'm Marissa Day. Thank you and good night.